Okay, welcome. So this is another video that I'm going to do continuing in the modern Hebrew text that I'm using. And last time, I believe we were covering, I think we got down to this part here, and I highlighted number 3 in the RoutLedge introductory course in modern Hebrew. And we did these discussions here. We want to keep in mind our vocabulary here. I like to go over our vocabulary every time we do one of these, and just to kind of give everybody a review. And so here we have this word for hi is shalom, just a general word. My name is Shmi. Shmi. If you were to say, how are you? Depending on whether it's a girl or a boy, if it's a boy, Ma shlomcha, how are you? Literally that says, what is your peace? What is your peace? How are you? Or for a girl, ma shlomech. The word tov, most people know that, means good. If you were to answer, I'm fine, literally this says, my peace is good. Shlomi tov. My peace is good. Shlomi tov. Now, if you were to say, see you later, it would be lahitraot, and see you later. Now, this other one here, what is your name, also has a masculine or feminine variation. If you were to say it to a boy, you would say, ma shlomcha, what is your name? Or ma shimka, rather, not shlomka, excuse me. It's shem, as in name, and then cha. What is your name? Ma Shemcha, what is your name? Or if it was a girl, if you were to say, what is your name? It would be Ma Shemech. Okay. Then if you were to respond, oh, that is a nice name. Ze Shem Yafeh. And literally that says, this name beautiful. This name beautiful. And then most people know this one, Todah. Okay, so what I wanted to do here is we missed a little spot here down here last time. I noticed this one right here, shalot. And basically it's an exercise where they ask you a question in Hebrew and then you're supposed to give the answer in Hebrew. And so in this case, we have ma shimka, so it's like, what is your name? Now I've got the answer key here. Get it function here. Okay, so here it is, ma shimka, and in this case, if a person were to answer in their, with their name, they could say like, Shmi, my name is Gioni, okay? Or it might be Gioni. I think with that little mark right there, that makes it look so it's like a G, Gioni, okay? And then the number 2, we have Ma Shimka Be'ivrit. Okay, so what is your name Be'ivrit in Hebrew? Okay, so you could say, this person will be responding, Shemi Be'ivrit. My name in Hebrew is, looks like Yonatan, like Jonathan, Yonatan. Okay, now let's look at this one here. Number 3, Ma Shlomka. Before we know whether it's Shlomka or Shlomek, let's look over here. Okay, I guess we could use either way because your answer is going to be the same, whether masculine or female. So Ma Shlomka, we will just say, how are you? Or literally it's, what is your peace? How are you? And this is what the person responds. Shlomi, my peace, Tov is good. My peace is good. I'm good. I'm fine. Todah, thanks. I'm fine. Thanks. Okay, so that's what should have gone into that little spot there. I glossed that over a little bit. Okay, so let's move on down here. I think we left off. We did this part here where it explained the difference between the masculine and the feminine. And then we did these here, and we were going to leave off on this one here. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. And before we do this, I want to bring up our little, let's see here. Yeah, we need this here. Picture in picture. There we go. Oh, not that one. That's something different. Extend vocab list. All right. Okay, here we go. This is what we need. Picture in picture. Okay, so now we got our little thing here we can kind of use as a guide. And remember, this is
מילים חדשות.
So milim hadashot, new words.
שמי.
Shmi.
מה שלומך?
Ma
מה
shlomcha.
שלומך? טוב. שלומי טוב. להתראות. מה שמך? מה שמך? זה שם יפה. תודה.
Okay, so that's just a review of our vocabulary here. Okay, so what we have here is Hannah is asking the question, Shimcha David, could be your name is David. And David says, Ken, that means yes, blank, David Zahavi. Okay, so yes, we could, he would say, yes, my name is David, or belongs to me, David. Okay, and then let's see here, we could put in there a Shlomi, Shlomi, like my name is. Okay, and I'm going to put this here. Let's see, or Shemi rather, not Shlomi, Shemi. Here it is right here. You see it? Shemi. Ma'am, we'll put a yod in there. Okay, so Ken, Shmi, my name is David Zahavi. Could be Zahavi like his last name, David Zahavi. Va, and then now he is going to ask back to Hannah, what's your name? So he could say, let's see, Ma Shimcha, or Ma Shemek in this case, because Hannah is a girl. And so it's not going to be what is your name to a guy, it's going to be what is your name to a girl. Okay, so we could do, put the mem in there. Okay, Ma. Okay. And I'm just going to add these little two dots here to give you the clue that it's Shemech. Okay. Okay, Shemech. Ma Shemech. Okay, so, and what is your name? He's responding back to Hannah. Okay, and then Hannah, she says, Shmi Hannah. My name is Hannah. Okay, and then she continues and says she's giving her last name now, Hannah Barlev. Barlev. Okay, I think that is literally like son of the heart. Interesting last name, huh? Barlev. Hannah Barlev. Shmi Hannah. My name is Hannah, and the full name is Hannah Barlev. And remember that David's name was David Zahavi. Okay. All right. We'll kind of just keep on moving along here. Okay, so now let's see, we did all this here. Let's go down here to this. This says zeh. Zeh. Okay, so zeh is the Hebrew word for this. And so we got some new vocabulary there, basically giving us here. Zeh sefer. Zeh sefer. This is a book. That's what that's saying. This is a book. Zeh sefer. So if you were to write that out, it'd be like Zeh sefer. Okay, how about this one we have here is Zeh telephone. Telephone. And you see like a little, this looks like an iPhone to me. Zeh telephone. Okay, and it uses a fe to get that sound. Okay, how about this one? Zeh, and this is uri. Uri. Okay, so it's saying, pointing to a little boy and saying, this is uri. Okay, all right. That's kind of what's going on there. So then the demonstrative pronoun zeh is used to specify an object or person. In the sentence, zeh sefer, this is a book. Zeh is the subject, and sefer defines or identifies the subject. Okay, so the word zeh is meaningless unless you point it at something. Make it a verbal reference too. In other words, it's zeh is, and you have to follow it up with an object or a person. Okay, you wish to identify. Okay, so use the question ma zeh. So we know that ma means what, and zeh means this. So basically you're saying, what is this? You could say in a question format, ma zeh. You could say, pointing to this right here, to someone, ma zeh, and then the person would respond. The other person that you are speaking to would respond, zeh telephone. Okay, and they would show that iPhone that they have. Okay, so so what this ma zeh is to inquire about the identity of an object. And so what is mi zeh then, in contrast to ma zeh? Well, it just changes a little bit. Instead of saying, what is this? You're saying, who is this? To inquire about the identity of a person, okay? So in this case, we might say, mi zeh, and we'd be pointing at ori. We'd be pointing and say, mi zeh, who is this? And then someone perhaps that is nearby that would answer and say, oh, zeh ori, this is ori. Okay, you see how that works? All right, let's come on down here. Okay, so now we've got some exercises here, and let's see what we can come up with here. We'll start with number 1 over here. Well, before we do that, let me see if we can get something to come up here. This is, yeah, this is still under targil. That means drill or exercise. Number 1 here. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we got our vocabulary list. Okay, we don't need that. Let's see if we can open this up here, what we got here. Answer key. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Oh, here it is here. Okay. I think what we need to do is finish that, and then this will give us the answers here. It's kind of neat. It's like a little movie thing. All right, so let's just see what we can do with these, and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, so number one, we have targil, which means it's like an exercise or a drill. And here's the question: Ma ze, what is this? Well, you can clearly tell that this is a trash can, and this is a house. And they give us options here, okay, to answer. Okay, so the first one, here's how they're doing this. They're putting ma ze down here, and they're using cursive. But I'm just going to use the standard block print. If you guys want to learn cursive another time, you can do that. But when you go to Israel, everything in print is block print, just about. I mean, like 99% of it. And yes, it is useful for handwriting, but I just resort to block print because it's easier, uniform when I'm going through these. But in this case, they're saying ze bayit for the answer. So this is a house. Okay, so basically they would choose this one right here, bayit, because that goes with house. And we would have to preface it by saying, to answer that question, ma ze, what is this? We would answer by saying ze bayit, this is a house. Okay. Okay, so we know that telephone is not in there. We know that I'm almost thinking this kafah, probably by process of deduction, is this garbage can. And so what I'm going to do is pull up my reversal context and just double check that. And we'll put okay, so that is cafe. So that's not going to work. Okay, so let's try this one here. Let me get. Okay. Let's see here. There should be a word for this in here. Targila. Okay, so we need what we're looking for is this garbage can. It looks to me like a, oh, no, that's not a garbage can. That's cafe. It looks like one of those garbage cans, you know, and I thought that was like odor coming out of there, you know, the garbage can. No, this is a cup of coffee, you guys. All right, I'm on the right track now. I was wondering why the word didn't match up. There it is, cafe. So what we got to do is we got to put ze cafe. You got to keep a sense of humor on this stuff, okay? Keep yourself motivated. Okay, so what is this? This is ze, and there's a kof, fe, hey, ze cafe. Okay, so we got that one. All right, so now here's this one, number 2. So what is this? Ze what? Well, that's pretty good idea right here, telephone. And this is actually a transliteration. You know, a lot of words in Hebrew in Israel are just the sounds of of English words. A lot of them, you'd be surprised. That's how the language has developed. There's kind of been a merging a little bit because certain things that just don't have an actual base in historical Hebrew, they just approximate the sounds and put it into Hebrew letters. That's essentially what they're doing. Okay, so in this case we have ze, telephone. So we use a little tet, lamed. Oh, is that right? I think I reversed that, didn't I? How about this? There's the Fe. Here is the O sound. And here's the Nun Safit. Zeh telephone, right here. Okay, so now they've got Hana Bar Lev. Hana Bar Lev. Now, we can't use Zeh to talk about a person, because remember, Hana Bar Lev, that was that girl that was asking questions of Gioni. And so this is a person, so we're not going to use Ma here in this case. What we're going to use is the word me right here. So we need to focus up on here, me, and this word here, me. So, who is this? Who is this? So in this case, it would be me. Let's see. Wait a minute. No, we're answering here. If we're answering, if the person were to ask me, Zeh, who is this? And then the answer is Hana Bar Levi. So you would say, I think, yeah, I guess we could use Zeh in that case. Could you? Because it would be a proper to point to this person and say, this is Hana Bar Levi. Or maybe what we're supposed to do is just put the me Zeh in here, and then this is the answer. That's probably what's going on here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Me Zeh. Okay, so who is this? And there's the answer. Hana Bar Levi. Okay, try to get that in there somehow. All right, so me Zeh. Who is this? Okay, so we have, I'm going to take a stab at this and guess that this is Moshe. Probably in some, as he's depicted in some statue or art. In other words, he's Moses. And so this guy here, number 7, but let's start here. Now this looks like David ben Gurion. I bet it's Gurion. Yeah, like David ben Gurion. He's like a one of the prime ministers of Israel. So I'll bet you that that's what goes in here. So let's see here. Okay, so I think what they want us to do is put this down in here. David Ben Gurion. That's a noon right there. G. Resh. Yod. Nun Safit. Okay, so David Ben Gurion, this one right here goes down with this. Okay, so me, Zeh, so they're asking. So we know that little boy, remember that was Ori right there. Or Uri, I think is what they had, Uri. Okay, so then finally, by process of elimination, we've got Moshe right here. So this is Moshe. Okay, so me, Zeh, who is this? Pointing to a picture of Moshe. So the answer is Moshe. Okay. All right. I think we did pretty good on that. Let's clear this out. Okay, so that's the end of lesson 1. Shiur, lesson 1. Okay, that's so let's see. go up here, see what we can find. There we go. Here's that answer key we were looking for. All right, so let's take a look at this.
שלום רחל, מה שלומך?
טוב, ומה שלומך?
מצוין.
להתראות?
שלום. שמך רחל?
לא, שמי חגית.
סליחה.
שמך דוד?
כן, שמי דוד זהבי. ומה שמך?
שמי חנה.
שלום רחל, מה שלומך?
טוב,
שלום רחל, מה שלומך?
טוב, ומה שלומך?
מצוין.
להתראות?
שלום. שמך רחל?
לא, שמי חגית.
סליחה.
שמך דוד?
כן, שמי דוד זהבי. ומה שמך?
שמי חנה. חנה בר-לב.
שלום רחל, מה שלומך? שלום רחל.
Okay, so I had to get that oriented properly here for you guys. So this, what's going to do is going to go through these answers. We'll see how we did. If I can get the thing to stop. Okay, so it's going to start with number 1. You see this, all these that we did, and we'll see how we did, what the answers are. Okay, so I'm going to play this for you guys. Let me get the volume up here. It's kind of a hat trick to get all of these to function properly. All right, let's see if this comes through.
רחל, מה שלומך?
טוב, ומה שלומך?
מצוין.
להתראות?
שלום. שמך רחל?
לא, שמי חגית.
סליחה.
שמך דוד?
כן, שמי דוד זהבי. ומה שמך?
שמי חנה. חנה בר-לב.
Okay. All right. I like that. Gives us the answers here. I don't know if I can't remember what I put in there, whether I got that one correct or not. B'mashemech, because they're. I think I did because that's in response to Hannah. Okay. B'mashemech, and what is your name? Okay. So what about down here? That doesn't look like they gave us anything on these down here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so with every one of these units, we've got these answers here, at least for most of these exercises, it looks like. And then we've got our, we've got our vocabulary
מילים
here.
חדשות. שלום.
Okay, so we got all that. So this program is just chock full of a lot of extra like videos and audio and stuff like that. So I rarely find a program that fits as well as this does for modern Hebrew. All right, how many minutes have I been running here? Let's see. We don't have a minute count. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is we'll start fresh on this one right here, Shior, lesson 2. Let's just kind of do some review. For the word miss, we have Geveret looks like, with Segol. Good morning, Boker Tov. Everything is all right. Hakol Besader. Hakol Besader, right there. Mr. is Adon. Isn't that something? It's almost like master or lord, but in modern Hebrew, Adon is Mr. Okay, Abba is dad. Mom, Ima, the word excellent. Metsuyan, looks like Metsuyan. Okay, so then we're going to be trying to interpret or translate these. The next video I do. And we'll see what we can come up with. All right, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I wish there was a way that I could actually write on this. There we go. I got it. All right. So if you're interested in this program, here's my email. shul@hmisrael.com. You guys can also reach me 803 area code 937-0148. Okay. And I just enjoy going through these programs with you guys. And if you have any questions, if I can answer them, I will. But if I don't, I know someone in Israel. For even the harder ones, I know someone in Israel that will definitely give me the right answer. Okay, so I've got connections. Praise the Almighty for that. All right, you guys have a great day, and lahitraot. See you later.